Hi everyone. In my last day in the life video, for all of those who watched or those that didn't, I picked up this Card Creations magazine from Walmart on the weekend. And as life would have it, I need to make a couple of sympathy cards. And one is for the loss of a dear father, and the other one's for the loss of a dear mother and grandmother. And so I found a card in here that I really liked. I like the words of one card and then the layout of the card. So that's what's so fun with these books, or I wouldn't say fun, but that's what makes it so much more creative, is that you can be inspired by the cards that you see. So I'll show you the words I love are these words here. Cry, laugh, remember. I love those words, but I'm not too fond on the card layout. It just looks a little plain to me. It just, it's not what I want to make, but I really like this layout. May your memories bring you comfort, which is a lovely sentiment, but I love the cry, laugh, remember. And then I'm going to turn the card this way and lay everything out, like the name thing will go that way, so it opens that way. But it'll say cry, laugh, remember. So I thought I'd give that a try. Now what I'm going to do, I thought this was also a very conducive layout for male or female card. So I'll show you the papers that I'm going to use. I got them both from A Happy Heart, which is kind of ironic when you're making sympathy cards, but I got both the male and female version from here. So for the feminine layout, I'm going to use this, stripes, and this. And I just like this card combination, and I know it's not typically your sympathy cards, but you know what? She was just such a sweet, fun lady, and I just like this for her. And then this one for the male. So the exact same card layout I'm going to make, but just different color combos for each. So I'm also going to be using this cream colored cardstock from Michael's. I picked it up from there. And I'm going to be using that for my sentiment as well as for the card base. And I'm going to be cutting it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 for both cards. Okay, so I cut my card base out, and for this particular card, it's a little different the way you cut it. So this is your full piece, or half of your 8 1/2 by 11 sheet. You first cut it at 4 1/4 down the middle, and then you will score it at 5 1/2. So it's going to be this fold, okay? So I cut a piece of this flowery cardstock. This is 3 by 5 1/4 because I want to make sure there's a little bit of a 1/4 inch mat around. And then this piece I cut 2 by 5 1/4, so it will just adhere on that, still leaving our mat. And then this one will mount over the center with the sentiment on top of it. So what I'm going to do, these two are 2, and that one is 3 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut them out for the male version, and I will adhere both to the card fronts. So I've got my sentiment here, and I changed it. They had cry, laugh, remember, but I just thought smile was better. You know, it just sort of evoked more of a sympathy card to me than laugh. So adhere the bottom part down there as I did on the other one. And then what I'm going to do, before I assemble this on the card front, I am going to ink around the card and the sentiment placket with probably some brush corduroy. So I've inked around this card here, and then I'm going to do it around the feminine card as well. And I use brush corduroy. And then I found these coordinating embellishments, lost and found, because it is lost and found paper as well. So I'm going to adhere one of these on this side of the card, and probably this one here right here. And before I do that, I'm going to tie with some pretty seam binding. Hopefully there's coordinating color in here from my beautiful jar from Christina. And then I'm going to mount this on with thick foamy tape. So here is our first card finish. Cry, smile, remember. And what I did, I felt that the brad wasn't quite enough, but also it matches the flowers. The little brad right there is exactly the same as the flower print. And then I added clear rock candy stickles just on these little mini sort of chocolate baby roses. I think I got them at the dollar store. So I think this one just looks pretty, and I didn't tie the seam binding into a bow. I like it just like this, just kind of the raw edges. So what do you think, Ozzy?
Good.
Now, could you hand me the other card over there that's behind you so we could show that one too? That's it. Can you lay it down? Thank you, my love. Ozzy likes to be my helper. And this is the masculine version. Cry, smile, remember. So I think these two sympathy cards, albeit simple, are exactly what I wanted to say and how I wanted to create them. And I was quite inspired by my card magazine. And on the inside, I'm going to write, "Let your tears fall. A beautiful person will be missed." So, those are my cards, and I hope I've inspired you guys to get back making some more cards. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Can you say bye, Ozzy?
Bye.
Where are you?